Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Kakadash.
Double honors to the apostles of the great millstone. Peace and blessings to you. I can pushing his word and truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, and we're back once again this Thursday evening, to push the word. It's going to be an open forum. We know a lot of things that are happening in the world. And one of the things we're out here to do is push prophecy to say things before it's happening. And what I've possibly been saying for 30 or 40 years, our bishops, elders, 10, 15, 20 years, been letting you know these things that we're seeing that's starting to manifest is what they've been prophesying about, right? They've been prophesying about in the spirit of Yahushua. But, Jake, they're hard-headed. That's why I listened to the other Apostle Tahar video today, and what he said, the video he was doing, he said, this is for the elect of Israel. Like I said, some may hear it, all right, and they say they're in the truth, but they're not pushing the correct doctrine, all right? They want to hopscotch back and forth to different doctrines of different groups, but we know that here in Great Millstone, we have the 100% truth, and we're going to continue pushing it, all right? And we know that we're in the spirit of Yahushua, as it says in Revelation 19, which is the spirit of prophecy.
Ezekiel chapter 12, verse 22 in the NLT. Son of man, you heard the proverb they quote in Israel, time passes and prophecies come to nothing. Tell this people, this is what the sovereign Lord says. I will put an end to this proverb and you will soon stop quoting it. Now give them the new proverb to replace the old one. The time has come for every prophecy to be fulfilled. Just going into what the brother was talking about, man, as far as our people, need to understand that these particular things is taking place on the planet Earth, man, we've always been, since the Messiah came in the end time, but now we're at the end of the end, man. You see, we on those last couple of minutes or seconds, or you could say, before the kingdom of heaven is established here on the planet Earth, man. We coming to the times to where you're going to have Esau coming down with great wrath. You're going to have a lot of these end time Jacob's trouble. You're going to have the hour temptation, the MOTV, World War III. All right, you have all these particular things that's going to be taking place. We're going to read the 2nd Ezra chapter 16, chapter 15, the Civil War, the Egyptian versus Egyptian. All these things are getting ready to take place, and we're seeing, all right, that the Lord is making these prophecies come to pass, man. You see, this whole particular thing that's happening with Kamala Harris, with Joe Biden and Trump, all right, this so-called election year, you see, the division that's amongst the people right now, that's all just stirring up the pot, man, to ultimately come to fulfill these prophecies that we're talking about, that the scriptures talk about, man. You see, and all this stuff has to happen in order for the kingdom of heaven to be established, man. You see, and what we should be doing, Salakia, is preparing our mind, man, and gearing ourselves up, all right, for the battle that's ahead, man.
Hey, it's just like you just mentioned in the scriptures, some of these things that you have prophets that were before us have spoke certain prophecies and it actually come to pass. But the Lord, and I'm going to say Jeremiah 28, we get Habakkuk 2, 3. For these prophecies that we're speaking about, the Lord has set certain prophecies for a certain point of time. Even during you go into Daniel 2, he goes into those different prophecies, those different captivities we was in, but it leads up to what? The final and the last judgment, all right? But, like I say, Daniel has certain prophecies that he's seen, all right, along with our other prophets. But then it comes to a point where the Lord said he's going to hold some prophecy back for what? The time of the end, all right? And that's why when Daniel, he spoke on the Edomite rulership, like I said, during the Roman time, all right, defeat that was partly iron, partly miry clay. But yet he did not, he couldn't really break those prophecies down. Why? Because he didn't have those prophecies because it was not in that time frame for him to have it. All right. But now we can see these prophecies. All right, through the spirit of Yahushua. He's opened our apostles' mind to it, and our bishops received it, our elders, and now, like I say, all for the general on down. Now we've received that understanding. The Lord opened us up because now we're seeing where we're at in these times. The Lord said, measure the time diligently in itself. And we're seeing those times that we're measuring where we're at in these times and these prophecies.
Yeah, I got that. Listen, I was going to read it in the NLT, if you don't mind. It kind of, This is Habakkuk 2 and 3. It says, this vision is for a future time. It describes the end. And it will be...
one, bro.
God, yeah. And Habakkuk 2 and 2. Then the Lord said to me, write this answer plainly on tables, so that a runner can carry the correct message to others.
All right, so now these words, these prophecies are known, like I say, plain for us to receive that message, for us to understand it, and what? Become those blowing that trumpet, all right, telling you what's to come down the pipe. All right, whether you hear or forbear, if you don't want to hear, then you basically reject the knowledge. It says in what is that? Hosea 4 and 6. Then the Lord is going to reject you. We're letting you know that these times are coming. All right, these times are here actually. All right, they're just finna, things are about to wax worse and worse. All right, it says in Matthew 24, these people, when they're going to they're waxing worse and worse, are going into what? They're going to them being psychos out here. And we're seeing these psychos. All right, we're seeing the things that are happening. This is the future that they were talking about that we're supposed to run and read of it. We're now in those present times.
You got people getting shot over hamburgers.
Yep.
All right, you got these women putting their babies in ovens, putting their babies in dumpsters. You know, niggas getting shot over shoes, which has always been happening, but these things are they're increasing.
Yeah.
You know, and particularly, you know, judgment is going out and it's starting to get more stranger. You know, like judgment is really looking like, you know, that movie Final Destination. You know, like you got some strange judgment. You know, niggas just dying in the weirdest ways.
Yep.
But we haven't seen anything yet, man.
That's right. Hey, it was like that video with some the Edomite walked up to the guy with a gun and he got shot. You know, a lot of these things are gonna happen. Like here in Texas, what we got, everybody can walk around with a pistol. You know, and then you got some bug out people that's walking around ready to unload because what? The Lord put that spirit on them. All right, the scripture tells you spirits out here for vengeance. And these spirits are going to become activated. All right, these demons are going to get on them. They're going to become activated. And you're going to see a lot of turmoil is about to happen. All right? Every time you cut on the news, you hear some weird and some crazy shit. Excuse my language. You know, like I say, babies getting put in the oven. All right? Even the mothers that leaving their 2 and 5 year olds at home while they going on vacation. You know, what kind of weird shit is that? But that's like I said, these are the times that we're in now. All right? And like I said, these are different things. The spirits they're basically getting riled up. All right, because what? It's the time of judgment to happen.
Hey, so, and what's that dude that's running with Trump, man? Or something, he was basically saying, fight. And Trump don't win, and it's gonna be a civil war.
Yeah,
You see?
I forget
So everybody's in a mindset of fighting, and you niggas is in a mindset of partying, man. The majority of you so-called Negro Latinos and Native Americans, your mindset is going out and having fun, man.
Right.
And like the brother said, judgment is happening right now. The Lord is just gonna crank it up. The Lord is revving up Esau's spirit. You see it while you niggas are still just blind to the fact what he's about to do, what's about to take place on the planet Earth, man. Just like when you watch the first purge, it was judgment going out. Niggas wanted to have a party.
Yep.
It was a time of killing all out. Everywhere around it was the time of killing, but niggas wanted to have a purge party, man. That's what our mindset, the mindset of the people are in, is partying, man. You know?
I know we saw. Yeah, I was going to, as a matter of fact, let me just get the scripture. Let the scripture speak. It's Proverbs 19 and 29. It says, I'm going to read in KJV first. It says, judgments are prepared for scorners, and stripes for the back of fools. And NLT says, punishment is made for mockers, and the backs of fools are made to be beaten. You know, so like the preacher's going into. You know, a judgment's already prepared. You know, and as scripture says, you know, these beasts, you know, natural brute beasts which were made to be taken and destroyed. So we're about to see these particular spirit or these particular individuals, you know, the masses of the earth, all right, that was prepared before the foundation of the world to receive this prepared judgment that Yahweh Bashar Shah, all right, has ready for them, man. You know, you read Jeremiah 15th chapter, he lists off a few judgments. You know, he says, for such is for the captivity to the captivity, such is for the sword, such for the teeth of wild beasts, for the wild beasts, Salaki. You know, he told Jeremiah, don't even pray for these people, for their good. You know, so we're just hoping that, you know, we're not going to be on that end of judgment, man. Because the Lord is going to, Yahweh Shah is going to come back with the holy host of angels to give unto every man, woman, and child according to what their work shall be, man.
There we go. If I may add, I just want to add, just like, in the video we showed today, earlier, when I showed you, there's Jake, he gets out the car, road rage. He gets out the car, goes behind another dude, he has a gun in his hand, he knocks on the window 2 or 3 times, dude in the truck, boop, just unloaded in Jake's face.
Yeah.
Faded him out, just like that. There's a lot of demons out here right now. Road rage, motherfucker, excuse my French, cut you off and doing all kind of crazy stuff in traffic. That's why you have to move with wisdom right now, because the priest said, man, the Lord got these spirits on heightened right now. And just as the scripture talk about the time should be shortened, but that's also speaking as man through the Spirit. A lot of people's patience, right, is real short right now, right? And people are just ready to pop off at any minute. That's the vibration that's out here now. So moving with wisdom is the key. He said it's going to be a lot more death. The Lord is just basically showing us a precursor of the things that are getting ready to happen, man, on a much grander scale. Let me finish that. Have a good.
Let me get quickly. He was talking about, like I said, the Lord's going to look at the works of the people on the earth. This is Rock 39 and verse 19. It says, the works of all flesh are before Him. All right, and that's Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Yahweh being the Father. All right, before Him. All right, and He says that nothing can be hid from His eyes. So everything you are doing, and the Lord is watching what you're doing. And a lot of 2/3 of Jake is not following the word, following the Lord. All right, so they out here, they say back, they willy-nilly, ain't out here just doing anything, whatever they want to do. Flesh, because of their flesh desires, but not looking to be spiritual and look towards the Lord. All right, and what did that say? Is that Hebrews 8? To be spiritually minded is like to be carnal minded. Romans 8. I said Romans 8. To be carnal minded can lead to what? Death. And that's what Jake is doing. It's constantly, it's just carnality all over the place. You look on the TV, all right? Look, you know what I'm saying? Look at, something you gotta look at your house, all right? That's why the Lord is setting us away from our people, all right, our families, your friends in the world. The Lord is setting a standard on the earth where these people are going to be left behind. For what? For judgment, all right? And the elect is going to be delivered, all right? Because He's going to look at the works of everyone on the earth.
God, man. But may add, just like the scripture says, you have I known all the families of the earth. And therefore we judge you for your iniquities, roughly paraphrasing. This is why Jake gets it so hard at the end of the day, man. The Heavenly Father, we being His seed, His children, of course, Jake is getting ready to catch hell on a whole nother level. Why do you think in the scriptures they call it Jacob's trouble?
Right.
It's known as martial law, and they got different things called for it, the Alpha Plan and Rex 84. But in the Bible, that's Jacob's trouble. Right? Because the Lord is getting ready to put the smackdown on him. Just add on what you said. This is Habakkuk 2, and I'll get to the point, 3, and the GNT. The vision is for a future time. It describes the end, and it will be fulfilled. If it seems slow in coming, wait patiently, for it will surely take place. It will not be delayed.
Wait for it, because it's coming. All right? And when we read in the scriptures, what's going to come? All right? You're going to have death, all right, because what? Famine, pestilence, all these things that are going to happen upon the earth. All right? The Lord, you see all these work that the Lord is doing with these tornadoes. We had record-breaking tornadoes hitting. All right? These hurricanes. You had one of the strongest hurricanes just hit, Beryl. One of the strongest hurricanes for that early in the season. All right, so the Lord is doing a mighty work upon the earth. Yeah, the geyser just erupted. All right, and that should have people fearing because of where that was located. All right, that is what they call them, a super volcano. All right, that can blow half of America up. So these things people are not looking at. You have Jake just reading like, oh, okay, you heard that geyser when it erupted. What are we gonna do Friday? What are we gonna do tonight? That's the Jake mindset. All right, they don't have the fear of the Lord. They don't understand that the Lord said, I make peace and create evil. I do all these things. All right, if it's evil in the city, the Lord has done it. All right, these churches not going to tell you that. They trying to tell you the Lord is all lollipops and candy cane, but the Lord is Alashati, a terrible demon-like power. So these things that we're saying and preaching about, that is on the forefront, that's about bound to happen. All right. The Lord said He's not going to hold His tongue back no more. All right, he's not going to hold back from letting these things go. All right, you got to think. The scripture tell you got the angels that's holding the four winds. What are those four winds? The winds of destruction. All right, the wind that's about to come upon the earth. All right, and when you're holding something like a little of it is seeping through, eventually he's just going to tell them to let it go and let all hell break loose.
I want to get this. I want to make a point on this. When you get in Genesis, when you read during the time of Noah, during the time of the flood, before the Lord actually flooded the earth. All right, he told Noah, you know what I'm saying, to enter into the ark. So you gotta imagine these people were seeing these particular. They watched Noah for 120 something years build this boat. Collect these, and these animals come. You know what I'm saying. And then one day the animals start to get onto the boat. Then Noah and his family went into the boat. You know what I'm saying. And then it says real quick, this Genesis chapter 7. And I'll start at verse 9, man. I'll read the NLT. It says, they entered the boat in pairs, male and female, just as God had commanded Noah. And after 7 days, the water of the flood came and covered the earth. But the point I wanted to make was how they seen Noah and the animals go into the boat. You know what I'm saying? He's been giving them this warning this whole time, man. You see? So they went into the boat, you know what I'm saying? And then 7 days later, they probably thought it was still a joke. You see? Just like the Lord is withdrawing us into that spiritual ark, man, right now. And these people are still thinking it's a joke. They're not taking heed to the sign. Okay, they've been saying destruction is coming. These particular things are going to happen. You know what I'm saying? They've been saying, Noah's been saying this. Now he's going into the boat. Oh, he finally went in the boat now. You see, they was probably clowning and mocking. You see, they weren't taking heed, man. And the Lord didn't do it immediately. He said 7 days after that, he gonna bring it. So the Lord let them continue to mock and be assholes, man. Just like the Lord is doing right now. Right now, like the scriptures say, in Psalms 91, all right, whoever dwelleth in that secret place, you know what I'm saying? Well, that's that spiritual ark, man. The Lord, now we slowly enter into that spiritual ark, man. You see, and these people are seeing it. They seeing it, man. They seeing these particular videos are being taken down. They're coming up with these laws, all right, about censoring, speech censoring, what you can say. All these particular things. That's us spiritually starting to withdraw into that ark, man. You see. And the destruction ain't come yet, but when it comes, man, then they go, is the Lord gonna bring it? Like I said, it was delayed, man. You see, for 7 days, man, for completion. The Lord is doing the same thing with us in these times, man. You can understand what I'm trying to say.
Can I bring something real quick? Coming back up. This is Sirach 40 and verse 9 and 10. It says, death, bloodshed, strife, sword, calamities, famine, tribulation, and the scourge. These things are created for the wicked, and for their sakes came the flood.
Yeah, you see? So the same thing that we're seeing right now was the same thing. You can only imagine. You can imagine that the weather pattern was changing. All these particular things that we're seeing now was happening back then during the time of Noah, but these people still couldn't comprehend what was taking place, man.
It causes out cloud.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, I got something.
But like you said, read that one more time, bro.
This is Sirach 40 and 9. It says, death and bloodshed, strife, and sword, calamities, famine, tribulation, and scourge. These things are created for the wicked, and for their sakes came the flood.
Yeah, for their sake, the flood came. Them niggas needed it, man.
Yeah.
Them niggas needed to be
That flood behavior.
Yeah. They needed to go back to the spirit world, just like these people need to go back. We tired of seeing you people, man.
Yep.
We tired of seeing wickedness every damn where. You know what I'm saying? We ready for righteousness to reign in the earth, man. You know? And for the wicked sake in these times, that fire is gonna come, man.
I got a quick one for you. It's Matthew 24 and verse 37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
Yeah.
And this, and you got.
Go ahead.
Now I was about to say this is just the words of our Lord Yahweh Shai, and He's giving us, an illustration we can look into, all right, which as the preacher is bringing out the time of Noah, the time of that first death, and here we are embarking and inching upon, the second death, which this time is going to be by the way of fire, particularly over here in Babylon the Great. That's hell, okay? You see, you got Israelite camps, saying hell is somewhere else. No, America's going to be turned to hell. And the land of Israel is going to be turned to hell. That's going to be completely destroyed.
Right.
All right, but it says, Matthew 24, verse 36, but as it says, 37, but as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark. And it's a spirit, because I was at this brunch spot the other day, eating some lunch on my lunch break, and I had seen this large group of Edomites. They walked in the building, and on the back of one of the Edomite shirts, it said eating, drinking, and playing around. Something along that nature, playing.
Wow.
You know, and shopping, and it had shopping at the end. Yeah. I was like, yo, we here. We here. So it says, verse 39, and they knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. So the people's mindsets are going to be in that same mental sphere, if you will, as it was in the time of the time of Noah, man. And that's exactly what we see now. People are desensitized by these particular judgments going out. You know, this grace period, it kills two birds with one stone. If you're part of the elect is going to use this grace period wisely. They're going to hear the reports of destruction. They're going to be like, oh shit. They're going to be brought in by the fear and the terror of the Lord. And on the contrary, wise, the 2/3, and the heathens, y'all don't even have a chance, but the 2/3 of the nation of Israel, this grace period, this particular duration of time, they actually become more desensitized to this message because they've been hearing about missiles. They've been hearing about famine. Well, ain't nothing happened yet. You know, let me still, pop this, let me still pop these bottles and, chase this bag, man. But see, that's the trick bag that the Lord got everybody in, man. And you're not going to know until you start to see on your TV, plasma screen, TV 60-inch, all right, that FEMA alert when missiles coming here. Yeah. Go to the nearest place of safety. But it's going to be too late.
Yeah. It ain't going to be no YouTube joke. You got videos of Jay putting that on their TV. You know what I'm saying? To trick their family members and shit. Yeah. It's gonna pop, like brother said, it's gonna pop up on your TV. Then you're gonna get those alerts on your phone.
That's spiritual though. Damn.
Yep. You people is not gonna. It ain't gonna be no joke then, man. That's why the scripture say all these people's faces gonna gather blackness, man. Like it said in Joel, man. You people are gonna they're going into that flush, that rush of anxiety, man. Damn, oh my God. Because none of you niggas got no bunkers. Hey, Texas don't got basements. And even if you did have a basement, there ain't nothing you can do, man. You see? The only way to escape is just to go up, man. You see? And they ain't talking about it Esau's space stations or its shuttles, man. You see? The only way to actually survive is to be beamed up in the Lord's chariots, man. That's it.
I was going to say, because I remember like a few months ago now, you remember Rick Ross, he had got on YouTube and talking about, yeah, man, I'm investing in bunkers. Yeah. Now, you gotta really, Esau's allowed these little, these, what do you call them type of cats?
No, they call them,
they're part of the bootleg. That's Lord.
Yeah, Esau's allowed these particular niggas, man. Like, even that chick, Megan Thee Stallion, not Megan Thee Stallion, the other one. Cardi B. Yeah, she's been kind of like saying particular little nuggets of like, impending doom that's destined for America. Yep. I said, you had old boy Rick Ross, talking about his bunker and everything. But yeah, all the millions of views looked at that like people still eating sandwiches. Like, hell, that's what I'm gonna say. But they believe everything else these particular individuals have to say. But when it comes to your sweet America being destroyed, you tune out your ears, man. But that's what's going to happen. And that's what we're bringing out through the Holy Scriptures. What you people, you damn hypocrites, claim to believe in. Y'all claim to believe in the Scriptures. Well, we bring that out, but you don't want to hear about this. You want to go to church and hear about, John 3:16, the Lord loves everybody. The Lord going to bless me with new Mercedes. It's the same bullshit, man. Any of you tribes, you so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Americans still in the Christian church in 2024, man,
you belong there. I said, no, you belong there. No, I ain't no wrong with eating a sandwich. We still eat sandwiches. I still eat a sandwich. but the thing is, I'm using the word, not abusing it. Right. You see what I'm saying? Say they're abusing it and still attached to it. We using it and detaching. It's a difference. We still gotta eat, go to work, pay bills. Still gotta abuse this motherfucker. Right. So I'm eating a sandwich though, Yash Mama. But I ain't abusing that motherfucker.
Hey, I got some. This is Matthew 16. I'm going to start from the top. That just goes to show you these are the same spirits back today. Yep. The same spirits that Yahushua was dealing with. sorry about the top. This is the Pharisees also 16:1. The Pharisees also with the Sadducees came and tempting, desired him that he would show them a sign from heaven. Now, when you go into the whole story, basically they're trying to ensnare Yahushua, for the visions and the things that what he's prophesying about. He answered and said unto them, when it is evening, ye say it will be fair weather, for the sky is red. And Yahushua said, in the morning it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky, but ye cannot discern the sign of the times. And he says, a wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign. A wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign, but there should be no sign given but the prophet Jonah. Now, when you go into the actual, I just thought it was heavy that he said this. When you go into the actual commentary, one of the he said as he left him, Yahushua basically walked away. It says, as a person hardened, perverse, and incurable, and unworthy to be conversed with. Ooh. And that's the mindset of the men today, of the men of the Lord today. I mean, it's literal foolishness, man, to come up here when cats come out to the camp and they, or they come up on the common boards and they're asking and just being fucking niggas. At the end of the day, we're the same spirit that Yahushua was in. Yahushua basically just walked away from him, dust his foot off, dust his feet off, like you're not even worthy. Incurable is the word he used.
That's a terminal illness.
Right.
Yeah, because Isaiah said the whole head is sick.
Yeah, right.
It's sick, man.
So and that's the mindset of you jakes out here today, man. Incurable. Neck hardened, don't want to listen. So therefore, you're not worthy of being conversed with. We just bring out the word. We ain't about debating, going back and forth. No, fuck that. Excuse my French. We just bring out what's written, and that's that.
Right. Yeah, we're not here to debate. Here it is. The Lord is telling you His wrath is coming.
Right.
So that tells me you should better prepare your mind on how to pray.
Right.
So if you know the wrath of the Lord is coming, that means you should know to pray for it. Not to pray to see your fucking daughter graduate school.
Right.
Wrong mindset. The Lord come to bring wrath, you be praying the Lord to have mercy upon you. It's a difference. You see what I'm saying? Jake mindset is cool, bro.
True.
We're not even concerned about, the wicked of our people. We just hoping and praying that the Lord don't take His spirit off of us, man.
Exactly.
Because we too late in the game, man. Like the elder and the brother was just going into, man. We concerned about, getting deeper in our faith, becoming deeper in our prayer life, with our power. Now, I'm going to grab this real quick, 2nd Ezra chapter 9 and 13. Mm-hmm. It says, and therefore, and this is what the angel was telling, this is what the angel Uriel is telling the prophet Ezra. He says in verse 13, and therefore, be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished. Mm-hmm. So we're not over here trying to figure out, how's this nigga going to die? No. We just know you niggas going to die. Yep. All right? It says, and therefore, be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished. Yep. And when? But inquire how the righteous shall be saved, whose the world is, and for whom the world is created. That's right, man. So that's what we're concerned about. We're concerned about the household of faith. Mm-hmm. All right, you sincere, followers and believers of Yahweh Yahushua, man. All right, this is why we go into these particular breakdowns. Starting with our beloved apostles, the bishops, the elders, Akim. This is why we, dedicate our lives unto the Lord. All right, ultimately, so we can work out our own salvation and also to edify and build up the Lord's elect, man. Because that's all that. At the end of the day, that's what this whole movie is about. Yeah. It's about Yahweh Shah and His elect. Yeah. Everybody else is just background players. The Lord ain't looking at these niggas, man. He already got judgment prepared. He's worried about His elect, and that's why when you continue to read in this chapter, in the 22nd verse, right, He speaks about how with great labor He made His great perfect, man. Right. And that great was talking about the elect. The Lord right now with great labor is making us perfect through these particular fiery trials. Right, He's making us perfect by the utilization of His ministry. All right, He set up apostles, evangelists, teachers, prophets, as it speaks about in the Ephesians 4th chapter, all for the edification of the Lord's saints, man, for His church. And then once that's complete, that's when the angel's going to let go of these winds, man. That's right.
2nd Ezra 8 and 38 with G and T. You can be sure that I will give no thought to those who have sinned unto their creation, death, judgment, or destruction. Instead, I will find joy in the creation of the righteous, their earthly journey, their salvation, and their final reward. Like you were saying, but the Lord not worried about, you know what I'm saying, these niggas, man. The Lord is only worried about those who are turning back and repenting unto Him, man. You see, these are the only people that the Lord. Everybody else is just side characters. Man. People in the background, yeah, man. Niggas in the background of the movie eating and talking. You know what I'm saying? Why the main characters, you know what I'm saying, are diversity. You see why the plot of the story is following them.
Right.
You see, it ain't the plot of the story. You know what I'm saying? The story, the camera don't switch from the main character and then just follow this nigga in the background eating. You know what I'm saying? They just show a little glimpse of the nigga, then just go right back to the main character. Man.
He's an extra. They
He's extras, man. You see,
fillers.
Exactly, like the brother said. Like going back to what you said about that grape, man. The Lord is only worried about that grape, man. You know.
I got one for tonight real quick. This is Psalms 33, 18 and 19. Behold, the eye of the Lord is upon them that fear him, upon them that hope in his mercy, to deliver their soul from death and to keep them alive in famine. Because that's what's approaching right now. The Lord only concerned about those who had a contrite spirit, repentful and sorrowful for what they did, for the total disrespect that was done before the eyes of Yahweh Bashan Rashad. So he's saying, look, his eyes are on those that fear him, that hope in his mercy. Because we understand the mindset of the Lord, because he's telling us what he's about to do. And we see it. You know?
Yep, and that's ultimately what? Being how to fear the Lord and have that faith. Because that faith goes into Hebrews 11. Faith is the thing, something, the things to hope for, things that are unseen. All right, we haven't seen the judgment that the Lord is bringing forth, but yet we know and we fear that day is coming. Like I said, we know. All right, but what we're going to do is have that faith, knowing that the Lord is going to deliver His elect. All right, and that's why we're trying to be in that fold. All right, we're not trying to just walk. Like I said, he's just like an extra in the movie. Yeah, you know, the Lord. Like I said, you want the Lord, the folks that know you. All right, because Yahweh Shai said He is the door. All right, in John 10. If I don't know somebody that's just trying to walk to my house, I'm not gonna let them in. That's what Yahweh Shai is gonna tell them. I never knew you. All right, so you have to have that faith and follow the Lord for the Lord to know you. If you're not, like say, sending up those prayers to Yahweh Shai, those sweet Savior, you know what I'm saying? Walking that through the straight gate, that narrow path. All right, say the second Ezra 7, you got the water and fire. We supposed to be sticking to the path of the kingdom. All right, we don't supposed to be varying off. And that goes to Ecclesiastes where wise men fall 7 times. We supposed to get back up. We don't supposed to be wicked and just stay in that slumber.
Right.
All right, getting back into the world. All right, because the Lord is out here. The Lord is going to start, like I said, what is that? Psalms 119. It's time for the Lord to do work. The preacher, Pathak like to bring out. But yeah, this is the time we're going to see Al-Shad is coming back. Well, he's always been here. He's just basically now he's going to come and do work. You see it?
Okay. Psalms 119 and 126. I'm sorry, verse 125. Man, you mind if I start at 121 and read down to 126? God. Psalms 119 and 121. I have done judgment and justice. Lead me not to mine oppressors. Be surety for thy servant for good. Let not the proud oppress me.
Yeah, and you know, let not the proud oppress you. All right, and who is the proud? The proud is Esau Edom. All right, and we've been oppressed. All right, and this is a plea. All right, this is a cry out. All right, just like in the time of Egypt, they was crying for their oppressor. And the Lord told Moses that He heard His people. All right, now we're at that time again. All right, where it's spiritually Sodom in Egypt, as it says in Revelation 11. The Lord is hearing our cry again. So now He's going to bring forth His judgment. All right? That's why He said He's going to plead with the people of the land. That's why when you go into Joel 3, he goes into going to the valley of Jehoshaphat. He said He's going to plead for His people. That is what He's going to do. He's going to set out judgment because He's hearing our cry. For what? Because we've been oppressed. It's not just Esau Edom. We've been oppressed. It's going to Psalms 83 by all these damn nations. So we always bring out Esau Edom. Well, all you nations gonna get it. All you nations. All 17 of you and the 2/3 of Israel. Because you want to continue in this BS that are out here. Eating BS food, all right? Drinking water. Everything we doing around here is killing us. You want to live in this life of death. All right? The Lord said He's the God of the living.
All right.
You know?
Psalms 119 and 123. I'm gonna get this one in NLT for you. He says, my eyes strain to see your rescue, to see the truth of your promise fulfilled.
And when you strain your eyes, like, I see you basically focus in on it, right? Yeah.
Laser down.
It kind of makes me think about, what the beloved Apostle Paul said. Now we see through a glass dimly. You see through something that you can't really make out what it is. Like, man, is that it? Like you can't really see the whole scope of it. All right, but we're looking for ultimately the whole promise to be fulfilled. Now, how are we supposed to respond to these promises? The same way our forefather Abraham did. Once the Lord told Abraham those particular promises, what did he do? He separated himself from his family. He separated himself from Babylon, from the actual Babylon, from all those gods, from all the idolatrous practices that was happening there.
Right.
So that's what we're supposed to be doing as we're straining to see the promises of the Most High through His Son fulfilled. We're supposed to separate ourselves from this wicked place, man, so we can see better.
Yep. Hey, Saul, the Lord had to blind him again, open his eyes up for him to see. All right, and he changed his name to Paul, and then what? He focused on the ministry from there. All right, that's what we've been doing. The Lord has given us the eyesight to see now. Now we're following the righteous path. All right. Shit, we got a lot of majority of brothers was out in the world at one point. All of them. But now we're seeing that this world is full of death, destruction, and it's going to lead to death. Now we're knowing that there's a time where some of us may not see death.
Right.
Why not be pushing towards that mark?
Right.
You may have some martyrs or what have you, but the Lord says some not going to see death, and if the Lord's going to put a spirit on you to go through that, and you can get through it. Just like the 7 brothers. They knew what the Lord was capable of. All right? They were going to receive 7 tenfolds once they, go through that treatment that their oppressor was given. And then, like I say, these other certain Israelites said they trying to, especially like one body, don't want to say their names. They want to join hand in hand and mix and mingle in with the Edomites or with vocab and all of them. Bro, when Esau really comes down with great wrath, he only got a short time. You are all mixed and mingled with Israel, so they're gonna be coming down on you. I was joined with you. It don't matter. All right. But the Lord is going to see the elect out of everything. The Lord is going to we're going to be covered and hid within the Yahweh Shem Yahushua, under the wings of the Lord.
Yeah, so, this is the book of Psalms, chapter 94. That's a G&T, bro. Well, hold on, y'all got it.
Okay, I'm going to read the next verse. Psalms 119 and 124 says, deal with thy servant according unto thy mercy, and teach me thy statutes. God, and that's what we're praying that the Lord does for us, man. Don't deal with us in your wrath, Lord, but deal with us in your mercy. Right. Now we understand that even us, we're being chastened now, and it's only going to get straighter and straighter from here on out. All right, but we're asking the Lord, to let us fall into His hands and not into the hand of our enemies, man. Right. Because when we fall into Yahweh Shemashah's hands, there's mercy. He has mercy for His elect, and that's what we put our faith in. We don't know if we're part of the elect, but Scripture says that having that faith, right, in His mercy, that pleases the Lord. Psalms 119 and 125. I am thy servant. Give me understanding that I may know thy testimonies. Yeah, and that's what the Lord's doing for His servants. If you're not serving the Lord, you're not going to have His understanding. Right. You see? And what does ultimately serving the Lord look like? All right, you make your body a living sacrifice on an everyday basis. Just because you went out to the highways and byways, or you may have gave alms and charity, or you may have prayed or fasted last week. Okay, that doesn't count, man. Right. This being a servant, all right, for Yahweh Shemashah, all right, is likened to being a bondman, which is a slave. And a slave is always, obligated, all right, to render service unto his master. Yep. And that's the role and lot that we have been privileged to have been given, man. All right, you want to be a slave for Yahweh Shemashah. If not, you're a slave to Esau either. Which we're slaves to Esau in a sense, but in the spirit we're free. Through His truth, John 8 and 32, He says, you have known the truth, and the truth shall set you free. And ultimately, we're waiting for this physical liberation all right, it's going to come forth from our Lord Yahweh Shah when we're freed from these chains of bodies, these chains of darkness, these bodies, man. And then we're going to oppress those that oppressed us. We're going to put our slave, our masters, so-called, our fleshly masters, Esau, Edom, these other nations, we're going to put them in chains, man. But those are the benefits that come from serving Yahweh Shah.
Like Paul said, when the Roman 9 said he's a curse to Yahweh Shah. All right, he basically is what? He's bonded to him. He's his servant. He's doing his will. All right, so we're out here, we're a curse to Yahweh Shah. All right, we're going to continue to do his work, do his will, Lord's willing. All right, Lord lead that spirit on us because these times, like I said, we're going to get to a point where we're going to need the Lord. All right, because you mentioned, what was it going into wisdom? We need that wisdom because the time these people are going to become, be bugged out. We need the wisdom of the Lord. That's going to keep us stable, as it says in Isaiah 33. All right, around the 6th verse. Wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of thy time, strength of our salvation. The fear of the Lord, is his treasure. Wow. Yeah. So we got these. We need this. The fear of the Lord. All right. We need to be humbled by the Lord.
Yeah.
All right.
It's coming to a time, like the brother saying, it's coming to a time where we're going to completely detach from this place, man.
Right.
To the point, just like the Lord when the Lord destroyed Pharaoh and his army. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand the Israelites they were in Egypt for 400 plus years. You know what I'm saying? The Lord destroyed Egypt, then destroyed Pharaoh and his army. You see, and then led the children of Israel into the wilderness, man. You see? So you got to imagine them coming, just like in these times, our people, you know what I'm saying, they used to eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like now. Our people was in the same, but just like now, man. You see? So imagine being taken going from this and then going into somewhere, like I said, the wilderness where it was hot. It was a desolate place, no water. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So imagine that. If you're not, like the brother said, if you're not rooted, if you don't have this wisdom, man, if you don't know, all right, how about Shimmy Shah, man? If you can't go back, if you don't have it, like the brother said, you have to have faith to eat, man. You see? We're getting ready to have to go into that wilderness again, man. You see, we're gonna be tempted. When you go into when you read about the wilderness, like the children of Israel, and then when you read Matthew 4, like when Yahweh Shah, those times were times of testing, man, trying times, man. You see, you're gonna be tempted. You see, and the Lord wanted us to understand, like during the time in the wilderness, look, man, I provide. I provide for you daily, man. If you don't understand that the Lord is providing for us daily, even right now, then you're not gonna make it in the times to come, bro. It's not Esau got you a fucking job, bro. Everything that we doing, everything that we have in our life, the Lord gave it unto us, man. You see, not Esau either. You see, if you don't understand that, man, if you don't understand that Esau can't stop you from eating if the Lord wants you to eat, man.
Right.
If you don't understand that, then you're not gonna make it, man. You know.
If I can add, that's why even in the law, I believe it's like Deuteronomy. Well, same chapter you was alluding to in the wilderness, Deuteronomy chapter 8. Right, when you it was going into how the Lord tested and proved us in the wilderness. When you continue to read down in that chapter, that's why it was a law for us, while we eat, to give thanks unto Yahweh Shah. So like Jake over here, eating meals, now they don't even give second thought of who gave that to you. Right. Sometimes it may slip your mind, but this has to be something that has to be up on the forefront of our minds because once you get that ingrained in your mind, like okay, why Yahweh Shah for this. Yahweh Shah for this meal I just ate, it does something to your spirit. You understand, like, I ate because the Lord gave it to me.
Right.
So in the times to come, all right, in Jacob's trouble, we're gonna be looking for the master's hand to feed us, man.
Right.
Not to Esau. Esau ain't been doing a damn thing for us, man. You haven't been eating because Esau been cutting your check every week. That's not why. Yeah. It's simply because the Lord just wanted you to eat, man. You see, He saw fit for you to eat. You see, so but he's looking for that thankfulness. Psalms 100, one of my favorite scriptures, says, "Enter into the courts of the Lord with thanksgiving, man." The Lord will, you, just like a man, you don't want no unthankful ass woman. Right. Because you ain't gonna do shit for no woman that's unthankful. You want somebody that's gonna appreciate you.
Right.
I'll put food on your table, woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Israel in the wilderness.
Man.
The Lord did this. Can he give us some meat?
Man.
Yeah.
Can he do this?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, you just seen what I just did. You know what I'm saying? Like you said. Like, bro, that's our people. And like you said, bro, even from that small example, you out, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I'm saying? You go to a restaurant, bro. Like, bro, it's like, these people don't even pray, bro.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Our food come out, you know what I'm saying? We pray. You know what I'm saying? You look at every, you look up niggas looking at you.
Yeah.
These people don't even think about the Lord, bro. The Lord ain't even in their thoughts, man.
Right.
You see? They don't pray when they get up. They don't pray when they leave out their house and get in their fucking car to drive and go somewhere. You know what I'm saying? They don't pray when they make it to the destination. They don't pray when you make it back home from work. You know what I'm saying? They don't pray when they go pick their kids up from daycare, not knowing that everything is going okay. Your children are safe is because of the Lord, man. Everything your ass making home safe is because of the Lord. These people don't thank the Lord, man.
That's right.
They don't even acknowledge the Lord, man. You know? You think the Lord is gonna give a damn about some niggas like that in that day?
Right.
No.
They pray when Jaquan gets shot. You know, they didn't think about praying. You know what I'm saying? Somebody get hit over the head, when somebody in their family, somebody come on this, now they're praying.
Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny though. That's a mindset of people. You know, even the littlest things. You know, you go to the store, somebody coming out, you open the door for them.
Yeah.
You know, Jake look at you like you supposed to. Won't even say thank you, no nothing. Just do shit like that. It's like
Right.
that's the mindset of these people. What you asking me, oh, you know, I love the Lord. The Lord don't give a fuck about your love. It's your fear He wants, man. At the end of the day, and that's what's getting ready to be shown on a major scale, man. Jake, keep playing. That's why I want to grab one here. This is Wisdom of Solomon 3, and matter of fact, I'm going to go up just to get the full 3 and 9. They that put their trust in Him shall understand the truth, and such as be as faithful in love shall abide with Him. For grace and mercy is with His saints, and He has care for His elect. It's like the priest brought out. You know, that's that small cluster of the grape, all right, which are the elect, the remnant, all right? The saints, those that were meant to believe, those that were ordained to believe on the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, those that with that contrite spirit, right? Those that are broken, those that show that honor and, you know, and admonishment to Yahweh Shem Yahushua and everything that He gives us on a daily, right? And it goes on to say, but the ungodly shall be punished according to their own imaginations, which have neglected the righteous. Who's the righteous? They may not be preaching this word. Via Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Trying to give you the way back, trying to give you the blueprint to salvation and safety. Right? But you're neglecting it. Proverbs 1 from 20 on down goes into that. Jake doesn't want to listen, right?
Well, that's what that word sleep goes into. The Apostle Paul says, "Let us not sleep as others do." I believe it's it starts with, it's like Catholic rape, but nonetheless, that word sleep in Greek means someone that is indifferent to their own salvation. And to be indifferent towards means that you don't care about it. Right. Jake doesn't care about salvation. You know?
Yep. Because at the end of the day, they don't, like we brought up Matthew 16, they don't see the troubles that are on the horizon. Jake is going to care in that day when it's too late.
Right.
And in that day, the Lord ain't going to care.
Exactly.
That's going to be the difference. It goes on to say, in their own imaginations, who have neglected the righteous and forsaken the Lord. Here's the point. Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 11. For whosoever despises wisdom and nurture, he is miserable, and their hope is in vain. Their labors are unfruitful, and their works are unprofitable. Like I said, and that day to come, everyone, you know, has hope. You know, all of this that you're hoping for really is just, it's unprofitable. It's in vain at the end of the day, because you're not doing what the instruction manual says to do in order to get that salvation, in order to get that covering, in order to get that protection. It's not going to be of your own merit or will. It's not going to be in these whorehouses and these churches. It's not going to be in your money. It's not going to be in these bunkers. All these things are going to be in vain ultimately. The only way out, as like the priest said, is up, man. And the only one who's going to be doing any lifting up in that day is Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You're not going to be able to do it on your own merit.
That's right.
So you know, it's futile. You know what you Jake is just.
They say that in 2 Ezra chapter 16. You know what I'm saying? We read the merchant. You know what I'm saying? Real quick, you know what I'm saying?
I'm there.
This 2 Ezra, I'm reading GNT.
Okay, come.
All right, this 2 Ezra chapter 16 and verse I'll start at verse 41. It says, merchants must not expect to make a profit from what they sell. They must be ready to run for their lives. The customers must expect to lose whatever they buy. Whoever builds a house should not plan to live in it.
Like,
Farmers.
if I can add real quick, because you said merchants must not expect to sell what they buy. Well, the Lord is showing us that on a massive scale right now. You got all these big, businesses closing.
Right.
Macy's, Sears, all these particular fast food restaurant chains. A lot of Walmarts are closing down. It's because we're in the times of the Lord bringing these particular said perils.
Right. It says, customers must expect to lose whatever they buy. Whoever builds a house should not plan to live in it. Farmers should not expect to harvest their crops or pick their grapes. Those who marry must not expect to have children, and those who don't marry must live as if they had been widowed. But this is the point. Anything that is done will be useless, man. Anything that these people try to do when the Lord brings this calamity, when this place starts to sink, go down to get flushed down the toilet, man. You see, these people are going to be trying to do everything to try to stay afloat, to try to keep. That's why Yahweh said that he didn't try to save his life, shall lose it.
I got that right here.
Go ahead, bro. Pull it out, bro.
Come on, this is Matthew 16:25. Whosoever will save his life. So whosoever shall save.
You got an NLT. You read an NLT, bro?
Yep. It's heavy that you brought that out because that's the mindset that's going on right now with Jake here. This is Matthew 16:25, and NLT, and it reads. If you try to hang on to your life, you will lose it.
Yeah. You see? These people are going to try to hang on to that life. All right? This false ass shit that they try to promote on Facebook as if they living their best fucking life. You know what I'm saying? All this shit is a fucking lie, man. You see? None of you people are really happy, man. You don't even know what it means to be happy, man. Right. You see? We do through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. Yep. You see? But you people don't understand that when the Lord brings, when he flushes America down the toilet, you people are going to try to cling to this so-called life that you have, which really is not a life, man. And like we read right here in 2 Corinthians 16, all right, in verse 45 in the GNT, anything that is done will be useless, man. You see, you trying to save yourself on this side, trying to save your life on this side, it's useless because the Lord told you to let this shit go, man. Yep. You see? He told you to store your treasures up in heaven, man. Yep. You see? But you niggas too wasted your time storing your treasures here up on earth, man, thinking this gonna last forever, man. You see? You got it, bro. Yeah,
if I can add this real quick, because Isaiah 65, he says, why? Because the Lord, he says, I'm going to create a new heaven and a new earth. Right. Meaning he's going to refresh everything. So yeah, anything you do on this side, if it's not pertaining to this ministry, is useless. Right. That's why, like the elder was just mentioning earlier, we're not trying to be America's best dad. You know, praying the Lord, let me see my daughter graduate. You know, we're not trying to be the best fucking husband, man. Right. You know? No, that shit, no, that was, it had its time. Right. We're in a different season right now. Right. Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter, which the wisest king to ever walk the face of this earth, you know, wrote, he said what? But there's a time and season under the sun. A time to dance, a time to mourn, a time to laugh, a time to weep, a time for war, a time for peace, a time for love, a time to hate, so on and so forth. Yep. So we're in the time of the Lord about to just do away with this whole Edomite experience, man. This whole Western bullshit, man. He's about to create a new heaven and a new earth. So anything that you're investing here on this side, just understand, okay, yeah, because we do particular things. You know, we have jobs, you know, particular brothers, you know, there's some brothers they're into investing, but we're not attached to these things. Right. You know? We understand that the Lord's will is still going to be done regardless. All this shit, what is that, 2 Peter 3rd chapter? For these things are going to be melted with fervent heat. Yep. The works and that which is therein, everything is going to be melted, man. You know? Shout out.
Matthew 16:25. If you try to hang on the GMT and the NLT, if you try and hang on to your life, you will lose it. But if you give up your life for my sake, you will save it. And what do you benefit if you gain the whole world but lose your own soul? Yeah. Is anything worth more than your soul? Here's the point. For the Son of Man will come with his angels in the glory of his Father and will judge all people according to their deeds.
So like, that's heavy what Yahweh said, of course. Everything he said is heavy, but he says, can you read that one part about the soul again?
Come. And it says, and what do you, Matthew 16:26. And what do you benefit if you gain the whole world and lose your own soul?
Right, and that's what Esau's coming after, because he already got the riches. Esau already has the fatness of the earth to do it. He has the resources, right? He already has you people, he has everybody as his fucking subjects.
Revelation.
All right, so what does he want? He wants your souls, exactly like the preacher's quoted, Revelation 18. In Babylon the Great is the souls of men. Right. And he really wants to submit that by what? That seed up. He wants to have your whole essence. He wants you. You know, like that movie Get Out, I want your eyes. Yeah. You know? So yeah, man. So that's what Yahweh Shah was speaking about. Yahweh Shah was prophesying, man. He was looking down into these times, seeing Esau hipping up the masses. and the masses losing their souls. Now they're destined to get destroyed in the second death, man. So this is what we're fighting, all right, to separate ourselves from. Revelation 12 and 11, for the, you know, how they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb, by the word of their testimony.
Yep.
And they loved not their lives unto the death, man. That's the trait of the elect. They don't give a fuck about this place, man. This shit is nasty, you know? You got it, bro.
You had made that point about Esau wanting that soul, man, because that's ultimately what makes you a god, man. You see, the power over the spirit, man.
Right.
See, Esau, he got all this technology, but he can't keep his spirit in his body.
Yeah.
Only the Lord has control over the spirit, man.
Right.
That's what Esau is he's trying to tap into via that technology, man.
Yep.
That's how he wants to become the Most High. Man.
Right.
You
Right.
see?
He wants to create his own birthright.
Right. I got something, because you had mentioned that about how, you know, we brothers do particular things in the earth, but you know what I'm saying, investing in this and that, but we're not attached to it like these people are attached to it, man. This 1 Corinthians chapter 7 and verse 31 in the NLT, it says, those who use the things of the world should not be attached to them.
Mm-hmm.
For this world, as we know it, will soon pass away. You see?
Yep. So
So we're not attached to it. And when you come into this truth, man, the Lord told you, man. You see, it wasn't no secret, man. He told you needed to detach from this place, man. You see? Put yourself with it. You got to bear the cross. If you don't deny yourself, what do you think that means? Detaching yourself, man. You see, because in the world, it's all about you. You see, so the Lord requires you to deny yourself, man. So you got to detach yourself from the world, man. You see?
right, and that's a trait of the elect, to be honest with you, because I can honestly say, for brothers that's in this truth, that's sincere, we were never really attached to anything.
Right.
You look back in your life and when you was in the world, was you attached to anything that you just felt like?
Shit, I was. I ain't even gonna cap.
Yeah.
I was. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
In the world, I was in the world.
You're right, and not to say that that's wrong, because yeah, there are some that are. I speak for myself, when say that. Of course, there's things like the precept you use for but you don't abuse it. There's certain things that you wanted to have or to achieve or try and make happen or so forth and so on. But at the end of the day, how easy was it for you to let go of those things once the word came onto you?
Yeah, that's what the fear of the Lord does. It drives you away from all these particular things.
Right.
Like we said, like when we were in the world, we was attached to shit, man.
Sure.
We was attached to our particular assets. Certain brothers was, attached to Christianity.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some brothers attached to, slinging dope, getting that money, getting that cheddar, that guap. Some brothers attached to task,
Yeah.
But through the terror of the Lord, through the fear of the Lord, right? It separated us from that, man, and we're still being separated. It's not like you just come to this truth and you just shed everything off right then and there.
No,
it's a
right.
process.
Right.
That's why it's good to look how our forefather Abraham responded to the Most High's promise when the Lord started to deal with him, man. Abraham, he was like, you could see Abraham's evolution, if you will, in his faith towards Yahweh Shemal Shah. He already had that engrafted faith, but it grew more and more. Romans the 4th chapter goes to that, how Abraham's faith grew. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get it real quick, because Scripture says how we grow from glory to glory. Yeah. It's an everyday process, and that's the thing. We can't skip days, just like in the gym. The niggas, they start out, it's the first of the year, I'm just in the gym, but they skip a day, all right, I'll go tomorrow. Then tomorrow you don't go, okay, I'll go next week. But okay, now you're missing out that whole chance to grow. All right, so it's an everyday process in this truth. This is Romans chapter 4 and verse 20 in the NLT. It says, Abraham never wavered in believing the Most High's promise. In fact, his faith grew stronger. And in this, he brought glory to the Most High. And when you consider the action of growing, it's a process. It just doesn't happen instantaneously. It takes time. First, the seed has to be planted, and then that seed has to be nurtured. Usually just reading Wisdom of Solomon, the 4th chapter, right? It speaks about wisdom and nurture. Well, we get nurtured by the Lord's chastisement. We get nurtured by His word. Get nurtured by His comforts. All right? And then that builds us up. It says, verse 21, he was fully convinced that the Most High is able to do whatever He promises. And because of Abraham's faith, Yahweh Bashmal Shah counted him as righteous. Right, man.
Persuaded in his own mind. He was fully convinced. Yeah, the Lord, like I said, the Lord has put it in our minds to really say, I'm fully persuaded, so I'm going to do the will of the Lord. But like I said, when we get even in this truth though, you have to understand that, that you put off the old man, but the old man is not dead. He can always creep back up there, and before you even know it. It's just like you gaining weight. You be like, man, I gained a few pounds. Before you know it, you'll gain 30, 40 pounds. Like, damn, look at it. You know, that's why we constantly have to keep our mind, like I say, be circumspect, keeping our minds and basically indoctrinated with this word, constantly dwelling in the word. All right? I got one here. Yeah, we can coincide with this. Matter of fact, read a little bit of it now. I'll jump on this.
You just want me to bring out that Matthew 16,
Yeah.
25. If you try to hang on to your life, you will lose it. But if you give up your life for my sake, you shall save it.
See, and we gave up our lives, and we can save it. And then like the priest mentioned, like your cars and different things. You'll be in this truth, and you still may have something like say that is some type of value to you, but you start basically investing more and more to it. All right, you got to think how the Lord is a jealous power.
Yeah,
right? You know what I'm saying? He's gonna see that, like, okay, you gonna do what he's gonna do? I'm gonna take that away from you. All right, I'm gonna do this for you. You know, he's gonna put you through that test. Even with your family, you may start basically being more into your family, and the Lord said, no, I got you on a different path. All right, was that Jeremiah? When he didn't have him to cry, he told him to cry over his wife passed?
Oh, that was Ezekiel.
Jeremiah was young. Ezekiel, yeah. When Ezekiel, what did he tell him? He's like, you better not cry over him. Because what? I got you on the path. That's the Lord. And you think the Lord is, who was that? I think it was Elder Ariella that said, you think the Lord cringes or what have you when you see the of death? No. All right, this is an eternal power. All right, like I said,
No, I was just gonna say, and it's, you know, that was sound what you said. It's not to say that, you know, like the priest is right. You know, just reading what I said. It's not to say that. Yeah, it's gonna be a continual fight. You know, I guess, you know, I say that more in the times that we're in right now because it's something that you have to get built up to, right? In the times that we're in right now, yeah, and it also depends on the time of life or, you know, what period of life that you're in. I happened to come into a truth where I was really destitute, and I was kind of had it, fed up, and I kind of, you know, in my mind everything was just wicked. So when that thing came, when this truth came, it just made sense right away. And of course, there's still things that you're gonna have to work out because we've been indoctrinated mentally, physically, you know, spiritually into a bunch of bullshit that you know this word is gonna have to wash out of you, you know. But in the time that we're in right now, you look back at it now and just kind of see like, damn, whew, you know, that wasn't so, you know, so difficult when you really look at the times we're in right now and what we're heading towards.
Right.
But not to negate the fact that no, it's not. Brothers, we will get attached to certain things, you know. But I guess I'm speaking from my point of view as far as the time period where I was at in my life. You know, everyone has their own testimony of where they were at that time when the Lord spoke to them or called their name. You know what they were doing. You know, and how easy it was to come out of certain situations. That's not going to be for every brother. You know, but ultimately, just going back to what the priest said, you know, that was pretty much a testimony for me. Just to clear that.
This is Matthew 19. I'm starting at verse 20, and this is when Yahweh was speaking to the young man. All right, and he was giving his basically his testimony. But the Lord said, "Well, I'm gonna put you need to do. There's certain things you need to do. Will you be willing to do?" Matthew 19 and 20. I'm reading NLT. It says, "This is a young man speaking." He said, "I have obeyed all these commandments." The young man replied, "What else must I do?" All right. Yahweh told him, "If you want to be perfect, go and sell all your possessions and give the money to the poor, and you will have treasure in heaven." Right? You're going to store your treasure up in heaven. You got to just give away all your, give away things. All right. Then come and follow me. All right. You got to be willing to let go of these things and follow me. All right. And what did he say? But when the young man heard this, he went away sad, for he had many possessions. And he couldn't let go of the world. He couldn't let go of the things he had. He probably like in this day and time, like, man, I gotta basically let go of this job and find another job that I'm making $150,000, $20,000 a year, just because I don't have time to go to camp. You know, right. I gotta give this up. Or I've got these nice cars, all this. I gotta give all this stuff. I gotta give some money up to the poor. No, I can't do that. Well, you're not fit for the follow of the Lord. You're not fit for the kingdom. All right. You gotta come back through the elect. That's the thing that we're in now. We gotta be willing to give up all. All right, because when times really gets bad, all right, you can't be going back now. I gotta find my woman. I ain't seen her in 2 or 3 days. No, you're gonna get caught slipping. Right? The Lord got his men prepared, and he's going to have you under his wings. But you got to be willing to let these things go. Because the Lord is going to test you. You're going to start giving more attention to certain things in your life the more you give it to the Lord.
Right.
I got one for you. This is 1 John 2:17 in NLT. It says, and this world is fading away along with everything that people crave.
Ooh.
But anyone who does what pleases the Messiah will live forever.
That's the, and you crave things. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't there. That craving is what? The flesh craving.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So you got to let go of these things. The things that you crave in the flesh, that's why it goes into trimming. Cutting things off. Right? You got to trim. You got to trim the fat off. Right? Because the Lord is setting up for these tests to happen. Right? You crave to have a family, 3 or 4 kids, a nice house, and just build. All right, the Lord said you craving that. He's gonna let you have it, and he's gonna push out the truth, or he's gonna take that away from you. Or you may have it, as long as he said, keep your focus on the Lord. All right, oh, it's a balance overall in this thing. You can't let the flesh crave certain things. You give in to that flesh. Give in to the craving.
Luke 14:33 in the NLT. So you cannot become my disciple without giving up everything you own.
Mm-hmm.
You got to give it up even your life, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's fulfilling the law, if I may add.
Yep.
You know, because you got a lot of these law thumpers, which really they don't even get into the law like that. They just, they just read Numbers 15:38 concerning the fringes, and but nonetheless, all right, this is ultimately how you fulfill the law. It's by literally, denying ourselves, giving up our own desires, which that's the fight. That's the condition of the battle that Ezra was speaking about. Because, here we are in this flesh, this flesh, it desires, what the flesh wants. The flesh don't want to do anything spiritual, but yet we're commanded to be spiritual. We're commanded to seek the things of Yahweh Shah, which, ultimately it all has to be done through faith, because we're doing something and we're serving someone that we've never even laid eyes on before.
Right.
But here we are laying down our lives, for this man, But it's because of that faith. So that's how the elect is going to be fulfilling the law. And that's ultimately what it looks like to believe on Yahweh Shah, because that's what he did,
Brothers, like, we ain't trying to say the Lord's going to take us. Brothers, the Lord has blessed brothers to have certain things because they can handle certain things. The Lord ain't saying that, you just got to give up you got a good job, give all this stuff. No, what we're saying is, sometimes the Lord will test you because you start focusing and craving more in fleshly things, and the Lord's, and that's basically you become a detriment to you.
Yeah. You want more, all right. You're not happy with what the Lord already gave you, man.
Right.
And he gave you exactly what you need. You see, that's going back into, like we were talking about the children, and like the children of Israel during the time when they was in the wilderness, man. First coming out of Egypt, and Exodus 16 to 17, man. When the Lord gave them instructions to go out and collect the manna and collect this much amount, you have those particularly, when you read that story, it said each family had enough. You say if some had to gather more, they didn't have too much, and some had to gather less, they had enough. Each family had enough, man. Then you had those Israelites, all right, who wanted more. You see, they went out and they got what the Lord told them to get. Then they got some more shit. They got some extra. And what happened to it? The Lord caused that shit to rot out, man, and get maggots. Why? Because the Lord was teaching them, look, I'm giving you everything that you need. That's when that flesh comes in. I want more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the brother was talking about a woman, just like a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like the brother was I was watching that said earlier, man. You see, you got here it is. You got a house to stay in. You got a car to drive. You got food in the fridge. You know what I'm saying? That's not enough for you.
Right.
You got everything you need. You see, the Lord is supplying us with it. The Lord is supplying us with everything that we need every day.
That's right.
We don't need no extra shit, man. We're in a fucking war anyway, man.
Right.
What a soldier, you don't see a soldier carrying extra shit. No, he got his duffel bag with everything that he needs in that bitch.
Right.
Not everything he want to bring in extra shit. I want to get this too.
Right.
Yeah, this, then you gonna be, you through. You see, yeah, you know what I'm saying? No, you don't go to war with shit that you want. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You go to war with your essentials, the thing that you need for that war, man. You know? And that's what the Lord is supplying us with, man. You see, everything that we need. You see? Not everything that we fucking want. We'll get everything that we want once we win that war. You see? That's why the Lord, we'll get the spoils in, like the brother said. That's why the Lord said, then He gonna give you all your heart's desire, man. But you gotta win this war.
You see? I got a quick one for you. Psalms, when you break down, Psalms 84:11. For the Lord Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua, is the sun and shield. The Lord Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua will give grace and glory. And here's the point. No good thing will He withhold from them that walk uprightly.
No good thing. He's gonna, bro, the Lord is preparing a place for us. He's setting us up, and He's gonna give us things, even in this time. All right? But what we're supposed to be doing, we're supposed to be doing what it says in like Ephesians 6. We're supposed to be constantly putting on that armor of Yahweh Shah. All right? And we're supposed to have faith that the Lord is going to provide for us. He's going to give us things. We get rewards. You know, we receive rewards from the Lord. All right? But that's where our diligence is what we're doing here in this ministry. All right? Being brotherly, all these different things.
I was gonna make a point too, because like going back to how the Lord provides us with everything that we need, you know what I'm saying? Our mind say, you know, like that flesh wants more, man. You see, I want a bigger house, I want bigger this, I want bigger that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, sometimes, you know what I'm saying, you have that thought, like, you know what I'm saying, you gotta cook, you know what I'm saying, you see a nice car pull out there, man, I wish I had a better car.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then you step back in the spirit, man, hey man, you know what, fuck this, hey, why they have my shop for the car that you blessed me with, man. You see, it get me from point A to point B, man. You see? Thanks for that. You know what I'm saying? You might not be in the place that you want, but you got a roof over your fucking head, man.
Yeah,
you see?
Stilo spirit. I wish it was a little bit taller.
Yeah, they
A little bit longer.
Yeah.
You don't know that jet could probably be behind his payments, maybe car ready to get reloaded.
Yeah.
You don't know what the situation is. You just looking through the flesh to see what he has. You never know what a man's, what a man's going through.
Yeah, that nigga got a nice car, but that nigga staying at home with his mom.
You know?
You know what I'm saying? Thank God, like, nigga 40 something, staying with his mama all his whole life.
Yeah.
Only thing he got to show for is his fucking car, man.
So it probably ain't even his, put it that way.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, his mama, she co-sign for that bitch.
He goes down like a hole in that mug.
Yeah, the world like they got a nice car and they pull up to their mama house and they 40.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They pull up right to their mama house. You know what I'm saying? Getting out. Been there their whole life.
Yeah.
Now they see him out in the street, he balling.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just been on a car note.
Yeah, they got J's, they can be friends.
Yeah, friends.
Nigga stay with his mom. Yeah. Mama tired of your ass. They got the same room. So you sit your ass on the board, nigga. Go ahead.
I got one for you. 1 Timothy 6:6. But godliness with contentment is great gain. Yep. You know, that's the point, man. And that's what the Lord is He's looking forth from us, man. First, Thanksgiving, give Him Thanksgiving. You know, when you enter into His courts, give Him Thanksgiving, right? And be content. Be content, because ultimately at the end of the day, these particular possessions, these earthly carnal possessions that we have, we're all gonna have to lose it up. We're all gonna have to lose it at some point. Very soon. Yeah. I remember the beloved Apostle Hart did a video, probably like a month ago now, and he was going into basically how we're all gonna, be homeless at some point in this truth, man. Especially in these near, days that we're coming into. So preparing your mind, like, damn, okay, I may have to be homeless. That's my lot. So if you all attached, to your family, to your woman, to your house, and all these things, man, you're not gonna be cut, for the battle, man.
Sure. Shit, you gonna be like the nigga, damn, you been in them leaks in Egypt?
No.
You might nigga, damn, remember that, bro? They got a wilderness murderer like a motherfucker.
It's about the rice and plantains.
Yeah, stop. I got something real quick.
The apostle, he had mentioned that too. The Apostle Hart mentioned that he was going into like the history of Egypt, and Egypt, like, they were known for like feeding their slaves good. You know what I mean? Like, they gonna work the shit out of you, but they gonna feed you good, man. That's another way how you know we're in spiritual Egypt, because we get work this dog fuck out of us. You eat. You go to Boomerjack. You go work. You know what I'm saying? You go wherever. 2 to 20. You can eat, but your ass might go to work in the morning.
29 and verse 21 in the GNT. It says, the necessities of life are water, food, clothing, and a home where you can have privacy. You see, and if you got all that, the water you have, wash shot, man. Be thankful, man. You know, but I'm gonna jump down. Verse 23, it says, be happy with what you have, even if it isn't very much. You see? So there you go, man. Be happy with what you got, even if you don't got a lot, man. You see? The Lord you got enough. You got exactly what you need, man. You see? Nothing more, nothing less. Like collecting that mountain. Nothing more, nothing less, man. You see?
Scripture talk about give us our daily bread. At the end of the day, just enough to get us, just enough of what we need.
Hey, we was talking about that earlier about how the portion of the food here, like eating. Like, bro, you don't even need to eat that fucking, bro. You can just have some little small little thing, bro. We so used to having it, you know, if it's on your fucking plate, you gotta eat it all. Or some shit, man. You gotta eat multiple times a day. When you really think about it, bro, you don't even gotta eat like that, bro. You just have a little small portion to eat, and you be good. You good for the fucking day. You know what I'm saying? We ain't used to eat like this back in the home in the land, man. 3 fucking times a day and snacks in between. You know what I'm saying?
There wasn't no big Shirley's back then.
Yeah, man. You know?
No.
What's that? 3-course entree.
Yeah.
Meat, your vegetables.
5-course meal.
5-course meal and all that. You gotta have all this.
I remember reading something about that. That came from Rome. That whole thing came from Rome. They eat that much like that. When you actually do the research, all that shit came from Rome, man. Which is not surprising. You know, America, Rome is gluttonous. It's a consumer nation. All we do is consume. Not getting enough, man.
Hungry, why wait?
Right.
Commercials out there and shit.
Yeah.
Feed the beast. That Esau, the beast, man. Hey, I can't wait, Jacob. I'm hungry. I'm famished. Okay, bet. Let me get the birthright from there. You want the shit wrong? You couldn't wait. Fast food, all this shit come from fast food because this devil couldn't wait. You know? It's spiritual. Yeah, bro. Shit.
All right, back in Sirach 29 and verse 23 in the GNT. Be happy with what you have, even if it isn't very much, and don't listen to anyone who would insult your home and family. You see? So who give a damn what a nigga say about what you got, man? You see? Because at the end of the day, the Lord gave us what we need, you see, to make it through, and He's building us up to prepare for the times to come, man. While these niggas think they got everything that they want, and the Lord is gonna snatch that shit away, and them niggas is gonna be through. These people are about to be in a horrible position, man. You know? We're getting ready to see the downfall of America and our enemies, man. You see, all these people that put hell on you, you get ready to see their ass suffer, man. Not only them, but their family, their children. The Lord is about to get every fucking body, man. You see, we just gotta continue to walk this straight gate and strive lawfully, man. You know, and be thankful for what you got, man. Be thankful for that daily bread, man. You know.
Sirach, 2nd Ezra 14 and start at verse 13. It say, now therefore set thine house in order. All right, walking this straight gate. We set our houses in order as we speak, and reprove thy people. All right, and our people, they hate to hear us when we reprove them. All right, you know, we got to rebuke our people. We got to let them know, hey, you're going off, you're doing wrong, and our people don't like that. That's why they reject the Lord's knowledge, the understanding. All right, because it's coming from His prophets, and you know they don't like it. They want to hear smooth things. Say, comfort such of them that be in trouble. And now renounce corruption. Let go from thee mortal thoughts. Cast away thy burdens of man. Put off now the weak nature. And when we can't, you know, it's like you said, hungry while wait. You know what I'm saying? You have these people that I ain't ate in 4 hours. What is that? My sugar getting low. Gotta eat. All right, that's weak nature. That's weak. All right? And the Lord is strengthening us up. That's why we, like I said, we go into fasting. All right, intermediate fasting. All right, you know what I'm saying? We have to put off these certain weak natures that we have. All right, that's like even just being a man, you have to put off certain things. All right, you got to learn how to say no when you're a man. You got to learn how to do certain things for you to what? Build up. All right, putting off certain weak nature of yours. And that's something you constantly have to work on. You constantly have to build on that. And how do you build? Being men of the Lord, start off with this word. The wisdom and knowledge and understanding. The wisdom and knowledge to be the stability of our time. This is keeping us stable. Especially when times are getting hard. It's going to constantly get hard. Things are not going to get better here. You can just look out and just pull up the news. You seeing stuff you ain't never seen before. That is what we're going through. All right?
I got something. This is what Paul said. This is Philippines. Fourm, I'm going to get that in GNT. And it says, now that, actually we'll start at 11. Not that I was ever in need, Philippians 4:11. Not that I was ever in need, for I have learned how to be content with whatever I have. I know how to live on almost nothing or with everything. I have learned the secrets of living in every situation, whether it is with full stomach or empty, with plenty or with little, for I can do everything through Yahweh Hashem Yahshua. You can speak on it, brother.
What's that secret, man?
Right.
Trusting in the Lord, man.
That is.
Need water, like Bruce Lee said, man. Being in this truth teaches you how to be that, man.
Yeah.
You see how to adapt to every situation, man, that the Lord puts you in, man.
Right.
You see? But at the end of the day, every situation that the Lord puts us in, everything, it all goes back to trusting Him, man.
Yep.
He wants us to trust Him, man. That all of the trials and shit that we go through, it all lines back up to trusting Him.
Right.
That's the message that He wants us to get, man, and to fear Him, you know?
Right.
If I could add, because what the preacher going into, contentment, trusting and having faith. That's really, what the Stoics, this is where the Stoics really get their ideology from. I know Elder Bonspy, you have your, Stoicism, but the scriptures promote that. Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, their powers, of course, and a God is not dependent upon any outside, influence. God, you're just autonomous. You're just who you are. Yeah. So as we're being conformed to the image of Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, all right, that's what he's grooming in us, just to be content. Just because he says, look, the house of David shall be his God. You're going to be autonomous. We're going to be autonomous beings, not dependent upon outside things, not dependent upon your woman, your child, the bag, all these particular things, man. So this is what the scripture promotes. Scripture promotes, stoicism, if you will. You had mentioned about, part of being a man. This is a part of being a man. The Lord says, remember this and show yourselves men. Yeah. Well, part of being a man is what? You just do things that you just don't want to do sometimes. And men, you just gotta do the shit. That's what you're supposed to be doing. You're not always gonna be in the mood to be doing, particular things. All right, but this job has to get done. Sure. Scripture says in Sirach 19th chapter, he that resisteth pleasures crowneth his life. Mm-hmm. So that's what we should be doing in the time of this grace period. Instead of feeding upon particular pleasures, even pleasures that may be lawful. Even lawful pleasures. Sure. Yeah. You use these things, but you don't abuse it. You know what I mean? And it's good to just resist from certain things. Certain brothers, they may go a little season without, getting no box. Certain brothers may fast from particular foods for a little season. Mm-hmm. It's good to implement that in our faith, in our walk. Because what that does, it grooms in us contentment. It grooms in us that God-like nature, being autonomous, not giving a fuck about these people and anything in this world, man.
Right.
It makes you strong. You gain power from that.
Sure.
Yep. Being alone a lot. Yeah. That what helps build character and builds up your strength. Yeah. Remember, Pastor Boss said years back, it's not good to be around a woman all the time because that shit, it'll soften you up a little. Mm-hmm. You gotta limit yourself with that,
Right. That's the law. Yep.
Hey, so, Lord willing, that was edifying to the elect of Israel. We like to give all praises, glory, honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakodash.
Double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to Yaakov, pushing his word and truth and sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom. Yeah, gotta do something. Goddamn boy. Yeah, I'm gonna come over here and chill with y'all. He gonna come up about 12.